Let's go! Arkansas fans, not only did you win, maybe we were just missing it all along that Arkansas was the better team. Okay, remember, I talked about how good Tennessee's defensive line has been this year. Here they are right in the hole, off their blocks to make a play here, and Jaquindon Jackson still pounds through them and picks up the first down. And then we get to here. I mean, this is just really good quarterbacking right here from Taylen Green, okay? This is some variation of quarters. It looks like it could be 6 as well. Cover 2 to this side, cover 4 to here. And where do you want to attack that? You want to attack it over the middle with your seams. Okay, this is an easy read. And the Arkansas Razorbacks just dominated the trenches. James Pierce, man, in a freaking phone booth right here. And this is an absolute strike right here. And Arkansas just had a really good game plan. Lots of pre-snap motions. And guess what? You're running a really, really good play, which is mesh rail, okay? This is a very, very basic play. And it looks like they had man coverage for everyone except Luke Hasz. He's wide open. Taylen Green playing fast. Protection did break down, but he hits Luke Hasz right in stride, and Arkansas is cooking early in the game. Now, did this offense stagnate? Oh, you better believe it did. But, man, this was a really good opening drive. And then the big story at the end of this game was Braylen Russell, but here he is making a play early. Little trap play, and look at all this attention that Jaquindon Jackson draws. 3 players, an end, a linebacker, and a safety. So on all 3 levels of the defense, Bobby Petrino faked them out of his shoes. And then obviously the next step for Braylen is making that guy miss. He did get unlucky, though, that the referee was in his way. If Malachi Singleton's going to be the starter, he should show this film, this play right here, because this almost cost Arkansas dearly here at the end, okay? You're showing a shovel pass, which they tried earlier for a 2-point conversion. But what happens here is 2 guys actually get open for a touchdown. Now, if you want to see how this play should actually be defended, I did an NFL film study on this very play, okay? It happened in the Bucs and the Falcons game. So the way you want to defend this as a defense, you want the corner to now pick up the flat route, and then he pass off this ball to Monty Harrison here. And guess what? Both actually get wide the frick open for a touchdown. I mean, wide the frick open. We just need a decent ball right here to 11 for an easy tutty, okay? Both the defenders go towards 11, but a good ball location here scores, and then guess what happens? They don't pass off the Monty Harrison route at all. The safety has no bearing where Monty is. Guess what? Is wide open for a big touchdown. Taylen Green misses both. For Arkansas's offense to be successful, I highly recommended lots of play action and lots of rollouts, right? We know Taylen Green is not comfortable in the pocket. So let's design some rollouts to the right side where he feels comfortable. Now, this doesn't look like it's something comfortable. This is a first-round pick, James Pierce, breathing right down your throat. But Taylen Green is comfortable rolling out to his right side. And look at this throw over James freaking Pierce. That is redunculous. And obviously Bobby had another guy open, Varkey Gums right there underneath. But man, what a game. And this was really good quarterbacking again from Taylen Green, okay? Intermediate middle. We told you in the pregame film study that intermediate middles would be open versus this Tennessee defense. They gave it away in the Oklahoma game, and Andrew Armstrong, once again, was phenomenal in the early portions of this game for Arkansas. Wow, making guys miss. He's still not down. Huge, huge, huge game. This is, once again, some not great quarterbacking from Taylen Green. Okay, play action. Guess what? Throw this. Throw where you're supposed to throw the daggum football. Okay, is this a little rollouty right here? Yes, play action. Roll out and give yourself a little angle to just loft this football to Gums right there for the first down. But he doesn't take it, okay? Instead, he's backing up. There's a hold right here on James Pierce. God, how did this referee not call that right there, okay? man, that's insane. But once again, 4th and 1. I like the 4th down aggression. And eventually, you get the football here to Gums, but his knee was down short of the line to gain. All right, once again, you see the same thing here offensively from Taylen Green. And if you're Tennessee defensively, man, you've got to start wondering if somebody's going to eventually make you pay for these intermediate middle balls, okay? Now, I don't see where this safety is, okay? But unless he just peeled off to right here, that shallow drag was there, and he could have thrown it, okay? Start off looking right and then work back to the left. It is there. So still, Taylen Green decides to roll out to the right, which is where he's comfortable, okay? Sometimes that's just who a QB is. Rolls out, and look at this ball location. It's still really good. He eventually does get it to Sategna. Okay, Arkansas in the zone read game. You knew that Bobby was going to use it. Ends have got to be very conservative with it. So this is one big plus if you keep Taylen Green as your quarterback. And look at all that room. 54, Blackstock had a big game. Gets a good second-level block. And with Jaquindon Jackson, that's a lot of room to run through if you're a Razorback. Wow. All right, so Arkansas gets stopped short on this 4th and 1. I didn't mind the decision, right? What was kind of weird, though, is I would have loved an extra little, leak from Washington to right here. I'm a little shocked when he got to here, he didn't look for the ball, right? Now, once again, this could be a legal man downfield. But if he would have looked for the ball, I mean, could he have thrown it? But he is stopped short. Alrighty, Arkansas fans. I hope you guys love all our film breakdowns. Please drop a Venmo, Cash App, Super Thanks. All those donations go an absolute long freaking way. Bold play call right here from Sir Bobby Petrino. You're down 14-3 already. Orbit motion here and a backwards pass, okay? These oftentimes go for huge negative yardage. Now, why is throwing backwards advantageous? Well, for one, if they're going to crowd the line of scrimmage and be very aggressive, we want to get the football out quicker or throw in the direction of it. Number two, if you throw backwards, it is impossible for this guy to bat it down or get into the angle, okay? So I don't know if it was intended to be backwards or slightly backwards, but it worked out here for Arkansas. And this is what I was talking about. Arkansas's wide receiver blocking in the A&M game was lacking. Oftentimes, your best receivers are your best blockers. So you got Jaden Wilson. I'd say Jaden Wilson. You get 5 here making a really good block. And then Armstrong, okay, look at him get off of this. He feels 5 is right there. And then he finds this guy. That is elite blocking. Okay, so Isaiah Sategna gets the shine, as he should with the speed. But, man, that was a good job by Armstrong saving the day to help gain an extra 10 yards there. So what do? Okay, really good blocking. Feed the man. Isaiah Sategna in the slot. Safety goes middle of the field, closed. You've got to take your deep shot to Andrew Armstrong every time. That's making it way too freaking easy on Taylen Green if you are Tennessee defensively. He's going to take this all day, every day. The coverage honestly wasn't that bad. The dime was absolutely perfect to Armstrong. And I understand this is going to sound like hyperbole, but Andrew Armstrong is getting up there in terms of the great Arkansas wide receivers, right? Obviously, he's not on Treylon Burks level, but, or is he? I don't know. We'll see what he does the rest of the way. But Greg Childs, all those guys, absolutely. I mean, the guy, as a blocker, as a player, leader, tough guy. And then as anyone who watches Arkansas football will tell you, man, Jaquindon Jackson has just been money all year. Now, Tennessee, this is not great defense. You have 2 guys account for Taylen Green as a runner. So once again, if you want Singleton to be the guy, you're not getting this zone read gravity, okay? That is a major problem if you're Tennessee. Okay, if you're Pierce and you know that there's a guy blitzing, Pierce has got to take the running back. And if he's taking the running back the entire way, not only is he ear-holing the running back, he's also ear-holing Varkey's gums, to prevent a leakage right here. So that was a good pull read right there by Taylen Green. And Jaquindon Jackson, I don't know how he got through there, but he did for a tutty. All right, so the Taylen Green party continues. And, man, once again, as an OC, you're having a big night when you're getting multiple guys open, okay? You're running a smash-ish kind of concept. It's not quite smash the way you normally see it. So you're reading this corner, right? If the corner takes Jaquindon Jackson in the flat, you take the go route, okay? You want to see it. You want to throw it quickly before the safety gets over. I understand that it looks like Lucas is running wide open. It's because he is, but the safety was kind of just playing in the middle. If it was thrown to Hasz, he would have gone there. And then obviously this ball is thrown, and Broden takes a massive, massive hit, okay? Man. And it's clean, and watch him get right back the frick up. That's good stuff, okay? Show him that first down, baby. All right. This is really good stuff from Bobby, giving Tennessee a dose of their own medicine, all right? If you see single high, you want to hit Andrew Armstrong down the sideline, all right? You just want to do it every single time, all right? This is man coverage with a QB spy and a single high safety. So Taylen Green, he could be utterly unbeatable if he makes throws like this consistently, okay? First off, let's take a look at the mechanics here. What else is interesting is the guard gets beat really easily here. Unless he was getting held. So refs are going to let that go, all right? And that's what actually hurt Taylen Green, I believe. The route here from Armstrong is really good. I love that he stays tight, and by staying tight, it gives him more room to operate here on this sideline, which allows this ball, instead of it being like a straight vertical go, it's kind of a 45-degree go, right? It's not a ball thrown directly down for him to run underneath. The ball is thrown this way, so the safety, there's never a way he can get there, and it's kind of in this DB's blind spot, right? Man, that is just ridiculous quarterback play. So I'm not doing many defensive reps. If you guys want me to do an Arkansas defense breakdown, well, I've already done one on the entire final drive and one bold decision that T. Will made. Bang, that video is floating in the top right corner of your screen. But you'll see there is no pressure here. They brought an extra guy. They brought twist and all of that. There's a little bit there at the end. But, man, this ball hits him right in the chest. He can make the play. But, no, Arkansas's DBs, probably the best unit on the field. Jalen Johnson, he's been under immense criticism his whole career. He was so big in this game. I am a commentator who will never be afraid to admit when I'm wrong, okay? I said going into this game, I thought Nico was going to torch this Arkansas secondary. That is not what happened, okay? I should have bought a little bit more into how bad his film actually was versus NC State. This was not Tim Banks' best day. I started saying Tim Banks deserves some run for the Broyles Award. The game is on the freaking line, and you don't even have all your guys in. That is embarrassing right there. Now, guess what happens? Arkansas runs a perfect call. Anytime a guy is running late on the field and where he actually runs is the opposite direction of where you're running the play, you're going to be pretty good, okay? So that's one less guy that can actually make this play. He's running on the field thinking it's going to be a screen. Man, this is some really good eye candy to make the Tennessee defense think it's going to be a screen over here. You got these linemen releasing it out to the left, but you're actually throwing it to the right, and you're also giving Singleton something very easy to throw, and it's right here. One guy who will be very underrated in this game is Isaiah Sategna, and the guy has just been crunch time clutch all freaking season long for the Hogs. Why do I like pistol? Because if you're in shotgun, it's a little bit easier to see which way the running back's going to go. Here, you don't know which way they're going to go. And the fact that this is a true freshman here making this play, all right? Little handoff here, and this honestly is pretty easy. Second level block on the mic, and the DN runs himself out of the play. Most running backs are getting through there. But Braylen Russell was still fantastic in this game. Love that they didn't call holding. That was not holding. It looked like it. Armstrong did give it a look at the ref to see if the flag was thrown. But it's still a really big run right there by Braylen Russell. And then guess what happens here? Defensive end gets far too wide and far too upfield. Second level, third level blocks. I'm telling you, Arkansas's run scheme this year has been really freaking good. And overall, their run blocking has also been really good. And it does make you begin to wonder, how good is Texas A&M? Right? If you want to see what A&M did today, bang, floating in the top right corner of your screen. Make sure you check it out. So we'll show you and break down these final few plays while also taking a long shot look at Arkansas in the SEC hierarchy here. Man, first off, Taylen Green should still be the guy, but some of you still think Singleton, right? Because, he led this game-winning drive. But Taylen Green obviously played unfreaking-believably well, especially after some of the early mistakes that we showed you. That honestly cost Arkansas 4 points, but he came back, played well, fought valiantly through injuries. And obviously in the background, they obviously let Malachi Singleton score. But the truth is, Arkansas was a better team, and you can make a strong case that Arkansas has been the better team in every single game that they played, right? They clearly were versus Oklahoma State, and then Texas A&M, that game honestly could have gone either way. Now, A&M fans would say, hey, we didn't have Connor Wigman at quarterback. He looked absolutely amazing. If you want to learn more about him, just go look. I did a film study on him earlier today, but God's honest truth is, let's just say Taylen Green can't go versus LSU. Well, that obviously stinks, right? This would be, the second consecutive game where LSU plays the Arkansas backup instead of the starter. And I know the Golden Boot matters so much to Arkansas fans, but nevertheless, you had this magical night in Tennessee, and it sucked because I was actually supposed to go to this game. All of my best friends all decided to go to this game. Sucks, couldn't be there to witness just a great game from a neutral perspective, which is my own. So as a Tennessee fan, if you are watching this, I would honestly be just as concerned defensively as I was offensively. Like, there was just a lot there. I know so much is going to be made about the offense and the struggles there. It was a mistake, but you could see Josh Heupel is very confident in his group, and they were able to drive down. It's tough. It really is tough, though, if you're a Tennessee fan coming off a bye, thinking you were unfreaking believable, and then you laid an egg. But at least you didn't lose to Vandy. So, yeah, I broke down Nico's final drive. Tennessee fans, if you want me to do a breakdown of more Nico reps, I will happily do that. Now, I want to break down this two-point conversion play. This actually was a mistake from Isaiah Sategna. Remember in the first play, or the first miss from Taylen Green, they ran this same exact play, but they actually didn't throw the shovel. They were working the flat and the over. So Tennessee adjusted, and they covered all of this. So what does Bobby do now? Now he's throwing the shovel after that look. And what happens here is all the blocks were laid pretty well. Sategna's just got to follow them, right? If he follows this block, it's bang, bang. He's probably getting in there, but I understand a lot of big guys there ready to rip your face off. It can get pretty intimidating, and like we said, Sategna was pretty good overall. Now, if you want a deeper breakdown on this Arkansas defense and one ridiculous, gutsy decision by Travis Williams on the final play, I wouldn't have been able to make this call, but he did it. Bang! That video is floating in your face right now. It is! Pow! Hour. SEC. Boom! Don't forget Arkansas live streams at 5 and on Mondays. And tonight, we're doing some barbecue pulled pork sliders. Let's go.